Emotional preparedness. It matters a lot in negotiations. I want to share a story that I'm not proud of, but I hope it helps. When I was just graduating university, I piled on and piled on and piled on all sorts of different obligations and commitments and trying to pack my resume and all kinds of things. And so it was something like I hardly slept the night before my graduation, and then I had my graduation. And I think that afternoon or the following morning, when I didn't really have time to recover and get my bearings, I was set to start a summer job, which I got as someone was doing a favor to my father or something like that. And I show up to the job completely not in a good place emotionally, not self-aware, like not even so self-aware about where I was at. And I showed up to the job, and I basically, after, I don't know, an hour on the job, I had some fancy finance thing. I went to the head of the firm, or one of the partners who was the connection, and I said, I can't do this. And he's like, what? And I said, yeah, I just can't do this. And it was so interesting. He looked at me and he said, do you want to just do, I explained to him just the overwhelm. And he said to me, do you want to just do like 2-3 days a week? And I was so not even prepared that in my mind, it was always binary. Like, I'm either going to do this or I'm not going to do this, and I can't do this. And I think that that's a real lesson in negotiating and collaborating with others, which is there are so many ways to do a deal. There are so many ways. I get involved a lot in commercial leasing, for example, commercial real estate leases. And so many people think, all right, I'm either going to like sign a 10-year deal or I'm not going to sign a 10-year deal. There are so many other ways to use space and to reduce the risk and reduce the commitment involved. So you can test different concepts or sort of try before you buy. And so for any negotiation, we have to come prepared. We have to come prepared as well emotionally. And the more we can come with the mindset of trying to build win-wins and brainstorm even when we're not 100% sure about the right deal, the more we can sometimes open up pathways that are pretty amazing for coming together and building something really successful.